Muhammad Ali, born Cassius Clay on January 17, 1942, in Louisville, Kentucky, was one of the most iconic African Americans in U.S. history. He was a legend in the boxing world starting at the age of 12. In his career, he was able to beat Sonny Liston, Joe Frazier, and George Foreman. However, he also made his mark in history for standing up for the African American community. On April 28, 1967, a time when the U.S. had been at war with Vietnam, Ali refused to go to war after being drafted.
At the time, many young people in America were opposed to the war, wanting peace due to the overwhelming number of casualties, which ended up being 58,000. In the summer of 1967, polls taken showed that for the first time, support for the war was under 50%. Later on, in October 21, 1967, over 100,000 people gathered to protest in Washington, D.C., with more than 50,000 marching to the Pentagon.
No war.
No rest until there's peace.
No war. We don't like the Vietnam War.
Adding to the opposition, Ali made a statement on why he didn't want to fight.
Conscience won't let me go shoot my brother or some darker people or some poor, hungry people in the mud for big, powerful America, and shoot them for what? They never called me nigger. They never lynched me. They never put no dogs on me. They never robbed me of my nationality, and raped and killed my mother and father. What, I'm going to shoot them for what? How can I go shoot them? Them little poor little black people, little babies and children and women. How can I shoot them poor people? Just take me to jail.
This led to a fine of $10,000, a sentence of 5 years in prison, which he never served because it was appealed, but also a ban from the boxing for 3 years. This stance was criticized by many. However, a lot of people saw him as a hero. He was able to accept the consequences that came with standing up for the black community. Although the Civil Rights Act had been passed in 1964, African Americans were still being treated poorly, and Ali recognized that.
You got a shot of whiskey?
We don't serve your type of people here.
What do you mean?
Get out of here before I call the cops. Ali didn't care about the backlash of his decision because he was focused on the equality of all people.
Sadly, on June 3rd, 2016, Ali passed away in Scottsdale, Arizona. However, he will forever be known as one of the greatest boxers to ever live. We shouldn't forget the mark he left on the history, the fight for equality of African Americans. Him standing up to the government showed bravery and determination.
It's for my people, trying to stay alive and just stay peaceful. So hard to survive a world so lethal. Who would take a stand and be our hero?